Well, welcome to our Tuesday live leadership chats. Today I'm talking about how do you coach someone who is an Enneagram Type 2. The Enneagram is an ancient tool for personal understanding, development, and transformation. It is a personality profiling system that can provide the data that helps us to understand that we need to go beyond our habitual responses in order to better understand, relate, and connect with other people and the world that we are a part of. Each personality type has its own unique defense mechanism, and each of us believes that our strategy for survival is the right one. These strategies feel right. Sometimes, though, they can lead us and others astray. So today we're going to consider the Enneagram type number 2, the giver, also called the supporter, the helper, the carer, the enabler, and the nurturer. If you've dropped into today's live leadership chats and you're wondering what the Enneagram is, it's worth looking back to our first week where I do an introduction on the Enneagram to give you an idea of what all of the 9 numbers around the Enneagram is. My name is Kylie Butler, and I'm a part of Christian Coaching Institute, which is Australia's leading Christian coaching organisation. And we've been coaching and training leaders in coaching for over 10 years now. So let's have a look at the Enneagram, and in particular, type number 2. A helpful way to describe the Enneagram is that it is 9 different stories or ways that we might operate when we're on automatic pilot. There is no better or worse type. They are just 9 different filters to the outside world. And so over the next few weeks, we're going to look at insights and tips for coaching each of these types. But today we're going to look at type 2, the Enneagram number type 2. So we're particularly going to look at the definition that the Enneagram Institute looks at for type number 2. 2s are empathetic, sincere, and warm-hearted. They are friendly and generous and self-sacrificing, and can also be sentimental, flattering, and people-pleasing. They are well-meaning and driven to be close to others, but can slip into doing things for others in order to be needed. They typically have problems with possessiveness, with acknowledging their own needs. And at their best, they are unselfish and altruistic. They have unconditional love for others. Their basic fear is of being unwanted, unworthy of being loved. And their basic desire is to feel loved. Key motivations for a 2 is that they want to be loved, to express their feelings for others, to be needed and appreciated, and to get others to respond to them to vindicate their claims about themselves. So how do we coach an Enneagram type number 2? We need to help type 2s to focus on their own needs rather than the needs of others, to help them recognize that having needs is actually not being selfish, and also to learn to say no. Help the type 2 to move to their relax point, which is the Enneagram type 4. Help them to rationalize what is behind their anger and how it manifests, to gain an understanding of the extent of their giving and the impact that that is having on themselves and on others. Get them to consider if they are overgiving. Develop an understanding of the need to allow others to help them. Focus on deliverables and timelines as well as people. Because the attention is often on others, coaching for a type 2 can actually seem quite selfish to them. So turn this around and focus on their needs. So being hard to be able to do that. Focus on the outcomes of coaching and ensure that clear commitments are in place. Over the next few weeks, we're going to explore more Enneagram type numbers and how you can coach each of these Enneagram numbers. So stay tuned each week. But today, if you are an Enneagram type number 2, we would love to hear from you. Let us know and share some personal insight and tips and ways that we can actually coach you better if you are an Enneagram type number 2. If you're interested in growing your coaching skills, having better conversations with your team, why not complete our e-learning coaching course? This one is available all of the time. This course can equip you with the skills that will give you a great sense of the transformative power of coaching as you apply it to your team, your organization, and your personal relationships. I'll post some details in the comments below. So today we talked around how can you coach an Enneagram type number 2. The Enneagram is an ancient tool for personal understanding, development, and transformation. And each personality has its uniqueness to it, has its unique defense mechanisms, has its unique strategies for survival that Enneagram type number believes is right. But sometimes that can lead us and others astray. And so today in particular, we looked at how do you coach the Enneagram type number 2, the giver, also known as a supporter, the helper, the carer, the enabler, and the nurturer. Been so good to connect with you today. Look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Have a great day.